Yo, it's your boy Matrix back with another crazy episode of Customer Service. With a customer, it's not always right. Y'all ask, you demand, supply, brought this young lady back. Okay, she told us a crazy story about the bank. I'll let y'all, for those who follow, you've listened. If you're new, go and check it out, man. It's a crazy story. She worked at a bank, and this lady came in and just didn't like the shade her skin. But you can go back and check that out. We're bringing it back for another story. I've heard this with this. I don't know. I feel like in this story, the lady was trying to rob the bank, but didn't know how to rob the bank. But I'm gonna let her go ahead and take the wheel on this. You got it, miss. Go ahead.
Okay, so I don't think she's actually trying to rob the bank.
Bullshit.
But so sometimes you'll get a check in the mail or whatever. Of course, this was back when checks were actually issued. I'm sure they still are now, but typically most people do direct deposit, electronic deposit, whatever. But a lot of times you'll get the stub that just shows you what your payment was, so you know what you received. So she proceeds to bring in a check that she wanted to cash, that she had signed and put her account number on to cash, but the watermark on it said, "This is not a check." So when I asked her what she wanted me to do with it, she was like, "I want to cash it." And I'm like, "Well, ma'am, this is not a check." And she's like, "Why isn't it?" And I was like, "Because it literally says this is not a check."
Racist. Okay, you was racist. You should have gave that lady her money, okay? That lady gave you a check. Give her her money. She worked hard for that.
But she was, this was in the drive-thru, so I couldn't just like flip it around and show it to her. So I sent it back to her through the tube for her to see it. And she was like, "Oh, I didn't even see that." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sure you didn't, but it's just like the watermark that comes on. Typically it'll say void or what have you, but it literally said, "This is not a check." And you're trying to cash a check that's not a check. And she actually literally signed it, which was wild because she thought she was going to be able to cash it. And of course we didn't. And
so you saw the line where you sign your name, but you didn't see the big ass watermark that said, "This is not a check."
Correct.
She was trying to rob you. It wasn't a strong arm rob, but she was trying to rob. Think about it. If you would have technically cashed that and gave her the money, technically that's robbing. I guess that she robbed you. Technically, it's not strong arm. It was no weapon. It was no force.
Nothing, But yeah.
Okay.
It was just kind of fun.
We're going to need y'all to pay attention, okay? I'm confused as to how this lady comes to the drive-thru. You signed this check. You came to the drive-thru, okay? You had to pull it out. You had to put it in the tube, send it up, and you never noticed that it said, "This is not a check." That's my question I ask you. Do you believe that she really never noticed that it said, "This is not a check"? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well,
you knew she was lying.
Considering that, and I did not tell you this beforehand, considering that after she left, we went into her account and we saw where the money had already been deposited. So we pretty much knew that she already knew that.
See what I'm saying? She knew what she was doing. She knew I knew it was a robbery. I knew it.
So yeah, it was already there. So it was already electronically deposited, and then she got the thing. So then she was trying to like double dip, I guess you could say.
So what year was this? How far back?
Oh my gosh, this had to be like 20 something.
Okay, I thought it was recent.
Oh, no,
that means she screenshot it, sent it in, and then drove to the bank and did it. But okay, so this was years ago. So that money was direct deposit. You knew that check was in there. You'd already spent that money, okay?
And then she was trying to cash the
double dip.
So, right.
You got a little too much dip on your chip there, miss. That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, people do some crazy things.
All right. Wild. Do you know anybody that worked at the drive-thru? Because I'm going to come through tomorrow with that same plan, okay? I need you to put a word in for me, okay? I'm coming through with some Monopoly money. I need them to hook that up for me. I'm coming through with like 10 stacks of Monopoly money, and I need them to put some real money in my account. Do you think we can work that out?
Yeah, probably no.
You racist. Okay, you only doing this because I'm black. I don't care what nobody says. I know what this is about, okay? That lady came through. You was about to cash her check. Now let me ask this. Was she black or white?
She was actually white.
See? You was going to cash her check, but you wouldn't cash. See what I'm saying? We got to work together, people.
I mean, she played like she really didn't know, but we were like, come on. She had to have.
Once you looked in the account and see the money in it.
Right, exactly.
Now, ain't nobody think about like arresting. Well, I don't know if you could. She just tried it. She didn't.
She just tried. Right. Okay. She did. But I mean, that with her, to my knowledge, she only did that once with us. I don't know if she tried it anywhere else.
I wonder if she left there and said, "I'm gonna just go try this somewhere else. Let me go see if the pawn shop would take it. Let me go see if this other bank." I wonder if she.
Well, sometimes in instances like that, where if someone
crazy.
does try to do fraudulent stuff, we do flag their account so that there's always an alert out if they're suspicious activity. So,
Okay, so when you say flag the account, that just alerts that it's suspicious activity, or that like shuts the account down.
oh, it doesn't shut it down. It's just like once you pull their account up, there might be a flag or a code warning
sign.
showing that there's been suspicious activity. Just make sure
So you
you're
proceed with caution.
correct.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool, cool.
Exactly.
So it's nice. It's no code word for black person, or Jewish person, or gay person, right? No messed up stuff like
Not
that.
at all.
Okay, good.
Not
good,
at
good.
all.
We can, we need to stick together, people. Okay, we all here together. Don't matter what your color, your race, your sextivities, or whatever. Just we all just human, baby. Let's just love one another. That's it. That's it. I appreciate you coming back for this story.
Absolutely.
This was a good one. When she told me the story, I was like, yo, we definitely got to share this one. This is why I got this. I keep telling y'all, it's the dumbass customers that made me be like, I got to start telling these stories. And I knew that other people that worked in customer service had that dumb stories. Okay, do you hear this story? You knew that the check, like, how bad was your bills backed up that you was like, if I can get away with this, I'm good. You know damn well you was gonna get caught.
Right.
Like,
right.
You're just gonna pay the electric bill so they can get cut off, get arrested next week, and then by the time you get out, you're evicted. That didn't make sense.
Exactly. Exactly.
And on that note, we out, y'all. Okay, drop a comment, leave a review, let me know what you think. Okay, if y'all want this young lady to come back, because I'm sure she got some more bank stories. I'm sure she got one where they tried to rob the bank. She was involved, but she didn't get caught. I made that up, but that's besides the point.
This is not set it off at all. Not even a little bit.
I'm telling y'all, she tried to rob the bank twice. I'm telling you, okay? There's one time she was in the boat and she was just looking at the money. She was hypnotized. And then the manager came and said, you okay? She's like, yeah, I'm good. But in her mind, she had ran out of the bank with all the money, like Jim Curry on Mask. I'm telling you. I know, because I would do it if I worked every day. Like, if I just could move that fast, the cameras wouldn't see me. I think I could do it. And then I just come to my conscience, wake up, and be in prison. Yeah, you got 20 years. And don't tell me I'm the only one to think like that. Shut up, y'all. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. All right? Check y'all out, all right? New episode dropping every Monday. And don't forget to tip your waiter. Check, please.